What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily Rewind. This is where we go back a week and talk about the tech news stories of the past week. 7 videos in one video, all for you. And then we make it hot and we make it heavy. And this week was, or past week, was crazy news about the Galaxy S10 5G. If you want to know basically anything and everything about the phone, the price, the release date, pre-order, anything, this is your week to watch. We have other news stories as well. It's not just all S10 5G. So check it out, guys. Leave some comments down below. And if you always obviously watch it, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the new iPhones that'll be out at the end of this year, the 2019 iPhones. They're going to have 2 new features. The first one is going to be a bigger battery on here. So what you can expect with the new iPhones for 2019 is for the XS Max version, you see a 10 to 15% increase. For the 5.8 inch one, you're gonna see a 20 to 25% increase. And then for the XR version, you're only gonna see a potentially either 0 to 5% increase on the battery. They're also gonna be coming out with 2-way wireless charging, which is already on some Huawei phones, and it's on the new Galaxy phones, meaning that you can charge another device wirelessly on the back of your phone. Have them be headphones or a phone or some other device that can charge wirelessly. You will be able to do that with the new iPhones, or at least some of the new iPhones. I would expect the XR version probably won't be able to do that, but other than that, you should definitely be able to do it with the XS Max and the XS regular version. And the last story of the day is the official release date and the official price for the new Galaxy S10 5G, and it's gonna make a lot of people pissed off. I know I'm a little perturbed about this, and we'll see if these prices carry over to America. These are the official prices for South Korea. So first of all, we've talked about the release date. April 5th will be the official release date for the Galaxy S10 5G in South Korea. America, since it's gonna come on Verizon first and their 5G network officially launches on April 11th, I would suspect that April 11th will probably be the official date for America. The S10 5G with 512 gigabytes of storage is going to cost $1,320. In the 256 variant, it's going to cost $1,224. Now, just remember one thing. If in America, the 512 regular version of the S10 Plus, the one without 5G, was $1,249. And so basically for less than $100, you can get 5G in there, and potentially for a person that loves your phone and wants to have it for a while, then you can do that. Also, the 1 terabyte version is $1,599. So I don't know. I'm a little perturbed, but just based off, I thought the prices would be much higher for the 5G, at least closer to what we're paying with the 1 terabyte version. So what do you guys think? Are those prices close to what you expected with the 5G version of the S10 Plus? You know, it has a bigger screen, 6.7 inch display. It also has 4 cameras on the back instead of 3, and it has 5G, and it has faster charging out of the box with 25-watt fast charging. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the Samsung Galaxy S10 on Verizon. If you're on Verizon, you have that phone. They are finally pushing out that update I talked about a week and a half ago, where they're going to improve the power wireless sharing, which allows you to, charge other phones on the back of your phone, or anything wirelessly on the back of your phone. There's improvements for that, and also they're improving the camera. So if you have, again, that phone on Verizon, check for the update. It should be rolling out right now on Verizon. I believe it also has already rolled out on Sprint devices as well. So if you have Sprint or Verizon, check for that update. It should be on your way right now. Next up is about the Samsung Galaxy April 2019 update that hasn't officially rolled out, but they give some slight details on what they're going to be releasing. And from this headline, you can see the April 2019 security patch fixes 15 new vulnerabilities and exposure items. Some of those issues right there are going to be a change of protected features without authentication via emergency mode, and it tells you the severity and the vulnerability. Basically, when improper startup procedure in emergency mode allows unauthorized users to accept emergency mode EULA instead of the device owner. Also, there's a smartwatch bug involved with the phone, so that patch adds the notification ID check and rejects checks it if it comes from the secure folder. Those are just 2 of the many 15 updates coming in April when that rolls out. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy S10 5G for Europe, Sprint, and T-Mobile. Let's talk about the European version first. So it looks like the European version has received Wi-Fi certification, meaning that it's passed the test for Wi-Fi certification. So if you're going to get this phone, it's very, very close to coming out in Europe as well. Not really a huge surprise, but it's really good to see. We've already gotten verification for the South Korean version. We've also got it for the American versions as well. Speaking of the American versions, we hear a lot about Verizon 5G and the Galaxy S10 5G. Well, also the Wi-Fi certification has passed through for the T-Mobile version and Sprint. So if you're on one of those carriers and you're waiting for this version of the phone, it should come out fairly soon. I would say probably within the next 30 days or so. Can't guarantee that T-Mobile or Sprint are going to have 5G where you are or at all, for that matter, for a while, but you'll still be able to purchase this phone. Why would you want to purchase this phone? I actually put a video out today talking about that, so check it out down below. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is if you have Google Assistant, you can now choose John Legend as the voice. I'm going to put a video up on this, on how you can do this. The video should be linked down below. But anyways, if you have a Google Assistant, have it be on your phone that you use or a Google Home device, you can now change the voice so it's John Legend. John Legend, if you don't know, is a very, very popular singer, and he'll do basically everything. He'll sing happy birthday for you if you tell you a joke, give you directions, give you information, and it's John Legend's voice. So it's pretty cool, and why not? Try it out, it's free, and again, it's really, really easy, and the video is linked down below. Next up, if you're looking to buy a Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, or S10e, you can trade in basically any Android phone and get $200 for that phone. The phone can have a cracked display. Only thing the phone has to have, it has to be able to be turned on and wiped out, like, cleared out of its memory, so it's reset to factory settings. And the other thing is it has to have a clean IMEI, which is basically an identification number for the phone. It can't be blacklisted in any countries, which is usually a fair thing. If it's only been your phone, it shouldn't be blacklisted. So then at that point, you can get $200 off any Galaxy phone. A really, really cool thing right now. So if you're thinking of doing it, I'll link it down below. You do it through Samsung's website and save yourself $200 on a new Galaxy S10 device. And the last story of the day, and I know you guys are feverishly wanting more and more Galaxy Note news, and we do have some right now. It looks like there's going to be 2 versions of the Galaxy Note 10. At least in Europe anyway. It looks like they're going to release a smaller version and a larger version for the Galaxy Note 10. The regular version that's going to be released all throughout the world will be the 6.7-inch Galaxy Note 10, and that will be the one that has everything, anything that you could want on. The other version, most likely, they don't know the exact size, is probably going to be about 6.4 inches, so it's not that much smaller. And it looks like it's only going to come out in Europe, at least per the rumor that's coming out of South Korea, is that it only come out in Europe, and the reason being is they just want people over there, I guess, want smaller phones, but I think a lot of people want smaller phones. I don't think it's just Europeans. And at that point, you're looking at 2 versions. Which one would you choose? I'd probably still choose a 6.7 inch just because I want a bigger screen and I want it to be maxed out to the max. I would guess that the 6.4 inch probably will have less RAM, maybe less storage, things like that. The price will be smaller as well, but it's not something I would be personally interested in. Maybe it'll have less cameras. The other thing to this, if you think about it, and it's been going back and forth, is will the Galaxy Note 10, the regular 6.7 inch, have 5G networking? And it most likely will. Yes, it'll have 5G networking, but it will exclusively have 5G networking, meaning all the versions will have it. It probably won't, just because 5G is still not fully mature at this point. So you're probably looking at another quote unquote 2 versions of the phone as well, a 5G and a 4G version of the Galaxy Note 10 6.7 inch version. That's right, I brought back the old intro for some of you. I saw some of you complaining, so I brought it back for a day. Let's see how it goes. Anyways, let's get into the news. The first story of the day, all of these stories are about 5G. The first one is about Verizon 5G. They were supposed to light up, aka turn on their 5G network next week. They've actually already turned it on, and you really only have one device to take advantage of their 5G networking. It's their phone has to be the Moto Z3, and it needs the 5G add-on to the phone, and you have to live in Minneapolis or Chicago, so it's very small and slim pickings in order to get 5G running on a device for Verizon and cities as well. But still, it's activated and it's on one device so far. And I don't know anybody actually owns that device. If you own that device and you have the 5G module, or you're getting the 5G module and you live in one of those cities, let us know in the comments down below. And if you've already tried it, also let us know what your speeds have been and how fast it has been. And the last story of the day is about the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus 5G, and obviously it's going to be on Verizon first, and we know exactly when that will happen. Now, before I get into the actual date of it, I've been saying that it'll probably come out when Verizon launches their 5G network. Did not turn out to be true. It's actually going to be later than thought. Now, this tweet comes from Evan Blass, who's got a very great and good track record with leaks, and he says right here, S10 5G VZW is Verizon Wireless, May 16th. So May 16th, which is another full month and a half from now, basically, until you'll officially be able to have that phone in hand on Verizon's 5G network. Now, it makes sense, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, because if you think about it, Verizon does have, what, 2 cities of 5G, and if they launch a phone with only 2 cities that have 5G, it's a very small market. It's a kind of a bad way to launch a phone and say, oh yeah, it's a 5G phone, but there's no 5G networks. So it makes sense. They're probably going to have more cities by then, or at least I would assume they would. I'd hope they would. If I had to guess how many cities, I've been wrong in the past with my guesses, but I'd probably guess in the teens, maybe up to 30 cities by then. And there'd probably be major markets like Minneapolis, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City, places like that will have this ready to go when that phone comes out. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the Galaxy S10 ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. Samsung and Qualcomm have come out and said it's more secure than really any fingerprint sensor in the past. Well, it has been fooled. So basically, according to Dark Shark, he took a photograph of his fingerprint on a wine glass using his smartphone. He then used Photoshop to increase the contrast. Then he pulled the height and depth details into 3D Max. Then using a 3D printer, he printed his fingerprint to fool the Galaxy's S10 under display ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. He said he could have made it even better if he had used a DSLR camera, but I guess he used his phone camera, and that's pretty crazy. But I mean, that's going to great lengths for someone to really, first of all, they have to steal your phone, and then second of all, they'd have to get an image of your fingerprint, which I guess wouldn't be too hard if they live with you or whatever, but it's still, it's getting into some in-depth stuff that I think 99.9% of the people wouldn't even do. Plus, I personally don't even know anybody that has a 3D printer. Not that they're highly inaccessible, but just the steps that people have to go through to actually do this is very, very crazy. But there's still the chance that someone could do this, and if they stole your phone, they could get your fingerprint, and then they could also unlock your phone at that point. So just something to think about and something to know. And the last story of the day, again, is about the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. It's a very common theme in this week's videos, and it looks like this phone, as we talked about yesterday, because Evan Blass put out a tweet saying that May 16th would be the actual release date for this phone, which is about a month and a half away, a little less than a month and a half. And it looks like the pre-order date will be April 18th, which is just about 2 weeks away from now, and it'll only be on Verizon initially. So if you want to pre-order the phone, you have to be on Verizon or go switch over to Verizon in order to pre-order that 5G phone. Remember, bigger screen, more cameras, faster charging, slightly bigger battery. So some things on there just besides the 5G, but obviously 5G, again, not widely distributed. It's only for Verizon anyway, in Chicago and Minneapolis. So you're not gonna have it everywhere, but still, if you want the best Galaxy S10 that's gonna be available, that's definitely the one to get, well, for the most part, unless you get the ultimate version of the S10 Plus like I have, with 12 gigabytes of RAM, blah, 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 but still go back and forth with some features. That is not in my studio right now, in between things. I had a kind of a fairly big video project, and that's why I'm not in my studio. So let's get into the news. That's if you're wondering why it looks different as my kitchen or my living room, whatever. Anyways, guys, let's get into the news. The first story of the day, I've been looking to maybe purchase a 1 terabyte micro SD card. That's right, 1 terabyte micro SD card. You can. SanDisk is putting out one, and it's gonna cost a pretty penny, $450 for a 1 terabyte micro SD card. You should be able to put this in a Galaxy phone if you need that much storage. I know a lot of people, probably 99.9999% of the people in the world don't need a 1 terabyte of storage for their phone, or even more than 1 terabyte, because if you think about it, I have the 1 terabyte Galaxy S10 Plus. If I throw a 1 terabyte in here, I have basically 2 terabytes of storage, which is like a crazy amount. Again, way too much for anybody. Even 1 terabyte, the perfect storage amounts are probably 256 and below, to be honest with you. Like, that's probably, almost everybody in the world would be completely fine with that. But anyways, guys, if you want to pick it up, it's linked down below. $450 though. And the last story of the day is, if you've been wanting to see an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G, which is not out here in America. It will be on pre-order on April 18th, I believe it is, and then in the first week of May on Verizon after that in people's hands. Well, it's officially, there's a video on YouTube. I'll link it down below if you want to watch it. It's another YouTuber. But it shows up, the big thing it shows off, it's not even that big, but it's something interesting to take hold, is the cable, the charging cable that you'll get inside the box is USB-C on one end and USB-C on the other. So there's no USB-A, it's USB-C and USB-C. So that's really the big difference. And also the charging brick is 25 watt capable. That's the other big thing about this. So you're gonna get that charger in there, which is different, but otherwise all the other contents of the box are the same. You still get the same headphones, and everything else that's inside the box is exactly the same. But if you want to watch that video, again, down below, and you can watch an unboxing of the Galaxy S10 5G before it hits shores in America or in the rest of the world. So Sunday, it's usually a slow news day, and it is a slow news day. We can only get one story today, and it's about the Galaxy S10 5G. And why not? We've had so many stories about the S10 5G this week. Why not finish the week? Or maybe you're saying beginning of the week, but I always end the week with Sunday, with a 5G story for the Galaxy S10. Well, if you remember, it's already been released in South Korea, and we know the pre-order date here in America, at least for Verizon, it's gonna be April 18th. So that only really leaves us with Europe. Now, Europe has a registration page that has gone up per a tweet from Samsung Switzerland saying the following: Hyperschnell die Infrang das Revolution Galaxy S10 5G dem ersten 5G smartphone. And then when you go to that actual page, which is translated into English, you can see hyperspeed launch of the revolutionary Galaxy S10 5G, the first 5G smartphone, be the first to know when it is there. So it's not necessarily a pre-order or an order page, but you can join the registration page to be informed of exactly when and what it's going to be in terms of price, everything about the phone that you'd want to know. So if you want to do that and you live in Europe, I would definitely go over to that page, click on it, and register. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you kind of wish you had waited for the 5G version of the Galaxy S10, or are you happy with what you have? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very happy with the phone. Would I love to have 5G smartphone, 5G in there? Yeah. Or if I could even, a lot of you are saying, look, are they gonna have some trade-in offers? I highly doubt it in terms of upgrading from the S10 to the S10 5G. I highly doubt they're gonna do anything like that. If they did, where it was money to money, in terms of, like, say I paid $1,000 for the phone, I'd get $1,000 credit for the S10 5G, I would definitely do it without a doubt. It's a bigger phone, bigger battery, bigger screen, why not? Thanks for watching. Have a great end of the weekend, and we'll see you down the road. Peace!